It's time now for Voices of the Region. Each week we hear from a journalist in our broadcast area about stories they're covering. This week, Heidi Holtan of Kbxe Radio is our guest.
Throughout the pandemic, for the last 14 months or so, we've been hosting statewide conversations with Minnesota's elected officials. And mainly, they've been conversations with the lieutenant governor about how the state has dealt with COVID. Governor Walz even talked a little bit with us about how he might have handled things differently. He didn't realize, as he said, how political this pandemic was going to get. But one of the things I said to him is that we really saw a leadership that was needed when it came to tribal governments.
Minnesota has 11 sovereign nations. You folks in northern Minnesota know that. And the unique nature of this, of the relationship that they have as sovereign nations to the United States government, but then the relationship they have with the state. And one of the things we saw is as tribal governments were receiving their vaccines directly, in many cases, directly from the federal government, tribal health care, they knew their people. And that's the secret to this, knowing who their people were, knowing who to call up, knowing how to be, who was trusted. And if you're a little bit nervous about this vaccine, talking to someone that you knew and watching, and I just have to say, the cultural nature of our tribal nations, the care for their elders especially, was very apparent.
When the vaccines first started to be available in northern Minnesota, it was only certain populations that could get it at first. And we very quickly saw that tribal governments were starting to offer it to everybody well outside their nations. And people were so grateful to be able to do that, to drive maybe a little bit farther to Boys Fort or to drive to Leech Lake or the Red Lake Nation to get their vaccine. And I just think I'm so glad that our state understood that there was something to be learned from how tribal governments are run. The community I live in, Itasca County, but really the state in general, is reeling over the loss of 39-year-old conservation officer Sarah Grell. Sarah died earlier this week on the job in a two-car crash in Itasca County. She was a legacy conservation officer. Her father, her uncle, her grandfather were all COs in the region, and she was just tied to this land. We are grieving in this region. The state will have the flags at half-mast. She leaves behind a husband and 3 children and her mother and sister as well, and a whole host of DNR workers that are they don't really know what to do at this point. It's just really a tough loss for the entire state of Minnesota in losing Sarah. During the pandemic, we saw a lot more people who are interested in being outside and recreating, and we've seen the growth of the mountain bike trails across the region, Tioga Beach area in the Grand Rapids area, as well as in Crosby and on the Iron Range. People are coming here to do things outside. So we talked to some folks who've been working for a long time on the North Country National Scenic Trail. So it's the longest national trails in the United States. It stretches 4,700 miles across 8 states from North Dakota to Vermont, but they're not all completed yet. So what they're working on right now is north of Reamer to the Tioga Beach area. It's about 18 miles that they want to connect to the scenic trail. And what's unique about this is it's not paved. It's these natural footpaths that they are creating. There's some primitive campgrounds along the way, and it's a different kind of recreation for folks where they're going to see different things than if they were on the Mesabi Trail or that kind of thing. So we talked to one of the local volunteers, Michael Carson.
People don't know that it exists. And so that's what we're going to try to bring is that awareness and that community outreach efforts to actually engage them and say, hey, this exists.
We have all these trails and all these places that we can explore, whether you're on a bike, whether you're in a wheelchair on a paved trail, whether you are on a big fat tire bike or just walking on this trail system. I really love this idea of learning something new, taking a patch of that scenic trail to just kind of keep keep going. Like I'm gonna hike this part for the next, today, and then 2 weeks from now I'm gonna hike the rest of it and see how different it is. There is a public meeting. They want folks to get involved, either to give input or get information. It's coming up on June 3rd, and it's virtual or at Itasca Community College.